Hey everybody, good Monday morning, top of the morning to you. Eddie William Sellers coming to you this morning from kind of a chilly Atlanta this morning. It's like in the 40s, I think. And so I turned my heat on a little bit this morning. But anyhow, here we are starting another week, getting another week started. Come on, get up. Come on, let's get her done. Take a deep breath. Whatever's going on in the world is not near as horrible as we feel like it is in the moment. I'm always reminded of that wonderful prophetess, Annie, who said, "The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow, come what may." Yeah. Fall can be this beautiful time of year the post starts, where everything is changing. The days are getting shorter. It can feel depressing, to me, at least, at times also. Like seasons are coming and going too fast. Like time is flying by too quickly. Among all the colors, there is a grayness in the air, a coldness, or isn't that always the case, that we always walk in two dimensions? I turned the heat on this morning. It is a little chilly outside, at least here in Atlanta. I turned it on at the shop also. You can do that with the Nest with your phone, but it didn't come on. It's that time of year for service calls. HVAC systems age out also, along with roofs and cars. They all have a lifespan. I need to motivate myself to get busy over at the Key Road House this week. I'd like to put that to bed at some point and get it on the market and get it sold. Move on. Life's about moving on, really. Once you make up your mind, you do something, move on. Amid the ups and downs of life and changes and seasons, we have to squeeze in Thanksgiving and Christmas again, which is right around the corner, which seems to be coming around about every 3 months at this season in my life. I'm glad I'm not really a big Thanksgiving Christmas person. I never have been, really. I mean, it's not that I don't enjoy it. It's just I'm like, If one Christmas I went to Key West and stayed that whole week. Another Thanksgiving, Ava and I went on a cruise that week for Thanksgiving. It's kind of fun to travel and get away, just whatever. Christmas in Key West is fun. But anyhow, I'm just glad I'm not that big into it. About every 3 or 4 years, I'll put some Christmas lights up and a Christmas tree. And then other than that, I just like, whatever. If I were, it would just wear me out as quickly as it all happens now. To me, the best part of this time of year is a warm bed and a warm house. The smell of soup simmering on the stove. Boom Boom and Gracie snuggled with me by an early morning fire. And coffee. My love of coffee didn't start until I was maybe in my 30s. But since then, it has been a trusted companion, almost like the days of enjoying a good cigarette. Years ago, there was this thing called instant coffee, Maxwell House and all that, and come in jars, where you could put a spoonful of it in hot water and stir it around and have a cup of coffee. I remember my mama used to be drinking it and buying it. It was kind of nasty. But a lot of people drank it anyway. Back then you had to have percolators and coffee had to be made and you had to put a pot on the stove, and instant was just no hassle. It was still kind of nasty though. The Falcons didn't do so well last night. Parity. That's a word, isn't it? Parity. On any given Sunday, any team can beat another. The NFL spent years trying to make it that way. Where there's no big winners, there's no big losers. There's just parity. There has always been some kind of political parity in my lifetime in America. The Democrats and Republicans, like a yo-yo back and forth for the past 100 years. Some would argue that there were not a dime's difference between Bush and Gore, a dime's worth of difference between Democrats and Republicans, that they were both just kind of one and the same. Maybe. Those days are forever gone. MAGA is like this mob that has taken over America. Grifters and con men, liars, swindlers, gangsters are now running everything. Them same crooks that used to run the church operations are now running it from the White House. Yeah. Motivate, encourage, lift up. We all have to find ways to do that for ourselves as we go through life. We actually have it pretty good, y'all. Have it pretty good here. Just think, we could be Russians living in Russia or in some war-torn country trying to simply survive this morning. Our country feels like it is a war-torn country, but without the bombs or bodies. Yet. And then we have all of the warring going on in our mind. Should I? Should I not? What should I do now? What should I do next? Should I stay? Should I leave? It seems peace and war reside within us at times. Good Monday morning, sweet people. It is fall. A lot of things are dying. Days are getting shorter. Another year is winding down. Colors are exploding. There is a chill in the air this morning. It is fall. The picture? My garden house. Love y'all.